Yo, what's up? Welcome to the Manifest Destiny podcast or the Adventure in Spirituality podcast. Not exactly sure what the title is until you see it in the actual title and description, but we're going to get on it. Basically, for this energy, what we want to do is I'm taking out random people in the soul group or anybody really in spirituality whatsoever who's down to take a little adventure talk with me. And I think you said it best on one of your songs off of Scattermind, not to ruin the introduction just yet, but something about esoterically climbing the mountain, something like that, whatever that line was.
The quote exactly is, "We hike up mountains as ritual and allegory."
There you go, man.
Know what I mean? Yeah.
That's basically the peak energy of this podcast right here. So without further ado, I'll introduce my guest and friend right here. Let them know what you're about.
Yes, sir, man. I'm Millionaire, a.k.a. Millie Wonka, the golden ticket. That being, same shining gold soul, about the same color as my complexion. You know what I mean? And I'm really I'm an individual. I'm a sonic artist. If we want to just throw titles out, I'm a sonic artist. Sonic being, music, tunes, vibes, frequencies, whatever you want to put. I like to use sonics because, we do things a little differently. So I'm a sonic artist, and I just like to, impact minds through frequencies and music. Feel me?
Hell yeah. So before we get more into that, whatchamacallit, I guess I got to introduce myself for those who don't know me. Yeah. For those who do follow me, my name's Joe. I work with my buddy on the astrology company known as Solar Systems, helping you understand the system that your soul goes into and overstanding your soul. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So basically with that, you know me, I'm really good at astrology, but for those of you who don't know, I'm pretty good at, just like outdoor adventure stuff. I've been rock climbing for almost over 10 years. On November 11th, it'll be 11 years actually. So yeah, that's basically the date I started climbing. So yeah, it's going to be a big one for me. I started in 2011 on November 11th, and it'll be 11 years this season. So I just realized that right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically we're going to chop it up about everything astrological. I'm going to give you the overview about, the astrological energies of the day. And then we're just going to see where this goes. You know how it be. So yeah, basically to start it off, it's a Jupiter day retrograde in Aries. It is conjuncting Chiron a little bit, so you might be making mistakes on your adventures right now. But basically, Jupiter day is all about the day of exploration. For those of you who don't know what Jupiter day is Thursday or Thor's day, and we're basically actually going out here and exploring the world we live in, seeing what's going on. I just kind of hit you up. We've been trying to do this, but we picked a day on a whim. Yeah. It ended up being, it was one of the warm days in October.
Right.
So yeah, it just worked out, man. I know you suggested Saturn day, but for those when this comes out, that's the day actually Pluto goes direct right before the Aries full moon. So yeah, other than that, I'm Joe of Solar Systems. This Millionaire. Go listen to the album I featured on the intro. And yeah, we're gonna chop it up. You know what I'm saying? See what's going on. Talk about the adventure we went on. Talk about the lack of the strenuousness that this hike to get here took us. It is, yeah. See what's going on.
Better. But it's all good. We here, man. Right?
Yeah. So yeah, man. How you feeling on this Jupiter day? I know that was a long ass intro, but we get into it.
I'm feeling powerful, man. In order for me to go on this hike with my boy, I call him J.A. In order to go on this hike with my boy J.A., I had to do a little couple things and expand about situations that I was in, a.k.a., mundane work and shit like that. But, all in all, I got out. And I'm feeling powerful, man. We had, like he said, the hike was, kind of lack of strenuous that we thought. But all in all, I feel good. We had a nice walk. We found a beautiful spot to be able to post up at and, get this thing off the ground with, you know what I mean? And Joe, my man Joe right here is cool vibes. So I'm just going with the flow, man. Feeling good.
Hell yeah, man. That's what's up.
Indeed. How you feeling, my guy?
Oh, dude, I'm feeling great, man. I'm glad I actually got to get out and explore. I haven't been able to do something like this in a while. Yeah. I know I was telling you about earlier when on the hike we were talking about like how big of the stuff I've climbed. Yeah. And it being like literally the day before like all the mass restrictions and like lockdown started. That was literally the day I was flying back. Yeah. That spot was actually in Mexico, and like for those of you who actually watch my YouTube channel, I do tease it, and I actually have like 3 videos where I filmed them on top of a mountain there. Yeah. And but nobody notices them. It's like I don't know. I guess I didn't.
It went over. I could attest. It went over my head, but just like you guys should, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take a revisit and go see what he's talking about right now, man.
Yeah, man. You never know, and you might actually be able to go out and do this with me and go explore. But yeah, I want to do it like all over the world, just taking people on like the adventures that I've been on and stuff. Yeah. Like for example, I want to be taking people to like secret climbing spots in Alabama. For those of you who don't think there's cactuses in Alabama, yes, there are. I've walked into them. And also to prove that vibes are up right now. We're really talking. I don't know about you, but I've been having a bunch of flies fly on me. Not to say I
Yeah,
smell
man.
like shit,
Same
but you
shit.
know how it
Nah,
be.
nah, man. We just,
Yeah, yeah,
we
yeah.
powerful, so we attract all beings in all forms. You
That's
know?
what I'm saying, man. Then we're having a high vibrational situation.
Come on.
So yeah, and then whatchamacallit, before we really get too deep into it, we start talking about like astrology, how we got into it, how we freaking found like Dolo, the person that bonded everybody together in this
Yeah.
situation, got the spark rolling. I do want to mention that I don't know how much space I have on my phone, so if you see this transition over to some sort of B-roll, like we ran out of audio, hey man, that is what it is. We're just transitioning
Still, you
over
still gonna
audio.
listen though, man. I know you
Yeah,
will.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then eventually we will show you the little situation we got going on here and the actual overview of what we got going on and the little view we got. But as you can see, this is the preview to the view. Right next to Katterskill Falls in the Catskills, New York. It's one of the 200-foot waterfalls. We'll put a shot in there and when we get this video, we'll put it out and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, without further ado, man, I know we've been having like a long ass kind of dibble and dabble intro,
It's all
but
good, man.
let's talk about I might chop it up a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see what happens in post.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's start talking about alignments, man. How you feel about all these retrogrades right now? Because we just came out of having 6 planets in retrogrades. Now we got freaking 5.
Yeah. Now, I mean, truly, I could say that this little period of retrogativity, if that's a word, was kind of super shadow work for me. Like, kind of revisiting them situations that I may overlook. When the planets wasn't in retrograde, revisiting situations and
That's what you got to do.
and honestly, just being honest, reaping what I sowed from everything that I didn't clean up. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what that been, and that's been me situating that, so I can go forward. You know what I mean? And be able to participate a little more. You know what I mean?
I got you. I mean, you ain't got to go into too much detail, but if you were to like shed some light and create a vision of what that means for you, what would it be?
What you mean?
Like, well, basically, what happened? What'd you have to revisit? Not to delve too much
okay,
into your
yeah,
shadow
yeah.
work,
We
but
could
like,
say, like,
you want to graze the top a little bit.
Yeah. Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go too deep. Hold on.
Yeah, no, I know. I feel you. We all had to go through stuff. We had to tighten up. We had to.
I'll use my vehicle for example though.
Okay.
I'll use my vehicle for example. Mm-hmm. So it was certain things that I was lacking on that I instead of doing preventative maintenance I did reactive maintenance. You know what I'm saying? So when doing those reactive maintenance and not doing preventative maintenance, when the retrogrades did hit, my car went down, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
not doing preventative and doing the reactive maintenance and oh no, let me just hit off real quick and fix this, knowing damn well some other shit that I need to handle on the car, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, like I said, using my car, for example, it's that. So during those times, I had to find a different situation car-wise, and it affected my everyday life, you know what I mean? Going to work and shit like that, I had to find, different situations to better suffice. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I could say. Just going surface level, I could say my whip, man,
Yeah.
For sure.
No, and it's interesting you say that because I actually had the same thing happen to me. I think that's what ruined this the first time we were going to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was basically, I got a Prius. He likes to think that that's basically the encapsulation of like who I am as a person because I be out here going far. And the Prius, man, you be getting 40, 50 miles to the gallon. You got a hatchback you can sleep in. You can go like almost 400 or 500 miles on a tank, and it's damn near cheap. It's real cheap.
And it's a little zippy, man.
It's
I'm
a
not
little
gonna
zippy,
lie.
man. People don't know. People don't know. As long as you don't have the stickers on the back that say stuff about the environment and is coexist, you can't judge that Prius Viber, man. They be wildin'. They be wildin'. You ain't know who's smashing on who in the Prius, man. I ain't gonna speak on it, but I know somebody's experienced it out there. But yeah, no, not to get too deep into that, but I don't know. What do you think about like the retrogrades and just like if you're really like into this shit and you really like know like where it's angling in your houses and within your body is also the sign what's in. Do you remember like when that planet was last in that energy and what it's actually bringing up? Because for those of us that are actually experiencing Saturn retrograde, it won't really affect somebody as strongly as somebody who's actually had their Saturn return, which is when you turn 27 and Saturn finally made a full return to the sign you were born on it with.
Yeah.
So it really doesn't like Saturn return ain't exactly going to affect you that directly. Basically every planet past that, if you're not above the age of 27, won't be doing much. So it's just like, what are the learning experiences of the planets that are, more, tightly knit, like, I say Jupiter, Mercury, all that stuff. Soon to be Mars.
And these planets with retrogrades?
Yeah, like, what were you doing, say, like, 12 years ago back when Jupiter was in Aries? Like, I mean, we were probably both in middle school at that time,
man,
so we were just whiling, trying to find ourselves, see who we were.
I was 12. What could I say? Damn, man, give me an example.
So, for me, for
Yeah,
example,
yeah.
I think when Jupiter was in Aries, like I like just got into rock climbing, right? Because it's like almost my 11-year
I see.
anniversary. So it's like I've been doing that for a couple of years. So I was like beginning to like find my individuality, because it's that Aries energy. So
Yeah.
for me, it's like I started basing that on that's when like I really learned like I was funny and I could be popular.
Yeah.
And then like I also learned that I was like adaptable and I could expand on anything with everybody.
For sure.
Because I really learned that through being like growing up in the climbing gym, man, like especially like back in the day. Like climbing used to be like back in those days, it was like a real small community and it was like extra global. So it was like if you were a climber and you were living like abroad, you would might meet everybody and find people like you at the climbing gym.
Yeah.
So me being like a little like whatchamacallit, like 13, 14-year-old kid, like I was just like immersed into that world of like people in Philly, people talking to everybody. And like bear in mind, this is a gym that doesn't even exist anymore. So it was like a past gym. So you could like a lot of like, for lack of a better term, a lot of fuck shit could go on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was a lot.
So it was like,
sure.
we were like meeting people, dealing with like, the world can hurt you, the world can uplift you type of stuff. And just like meeting all these people and like meeting like all these old people, all these people with so much wisdom, knowledge, and also, faults. And like, people with faults always like more often than not, if they're on the straight and narrow path, they try to take kindly to the younger generation and say, hey, I can't show you what to do, but here's what you shouldn't do,
right.
and if you do it, here's what happens. And they're being real with you,
Right.
So it's that like first time like going out there, like learning yourself, really expanding on who you are as an individual.
Yeah.
And at least that's what it was for me.
For sure. And you saying the rock climbing example was it just clicked for me was actually this is when
You don't want to lose it when you get that.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of here like
I know.
ready to jump in type shit. But kind of. I wasn't growing up. I wasn't in pee wee football, no shit like that. The earliest sport I played was baseball. You know what I'm saying? So just I think that was like 10, 11
you got to
type
build
shit.
for it. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? You know. So I started out playing baseball, but actually around now that you say that, around 12, 13, 14 is when I got into football, and that's when I started playing football and just kind of grabbing, like you said, learning myself as an individual and learning that I'm kind of learning the Aries moon before I knew what that shit was. Learning that I'm able, that I'm kind of I got a strong willpower. You know what I'm saying?
But remember, with the Aries moon, it's you only see things from your opposition, right? So until you get in that space of that new social circle or those new relationships, you can't truly see who you are as an individual or how you've grown unless it's like reflected on you. And I mean, of course you can if you do that like internal work and stuff, but like not to add on, not to cut you off your point.
No, for sure. I appreciate that. And, so with that being just kind of learning myself as a leader, how independent I was, and just kind of seeing all this through playing out through these sports and these social circles that I am interacting in type shit. And to say that with the return, I found myself playing flag football. You know what I mean? Kind of, and just networking through there and kind of meeting actually getting opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Getting actual money opportunities through these people that I'm knowing through flag football, and just kind of expressing myself and getting out energy that I because once you graduate high school, not to get mad, like I love Magic Square football, no shit like that, but just the physical. I like the physicality of it. You know what I mean? Running around, hitting people, getting physical, getting aggressive sometimes. I be wanting to let that shit out, and it was a period to where once you graduate high school, it's no shit after that. You know what I mean? So just getting into this flag shit, it just was like a full circle, like you said. That shit was a huge full circle. Now that you say it.
No, I feel you.
Yeah.
Wait, so you were saying that you're actually like pretty good at like football or something, or like something that you have a prestige in per se?
Yeah.
I've seen you posting about it a little bit. Just
I'm getting
I just
back
want to
in.
find out what it means to you.
Oh yeah. Like I said, it's something where I found a love into it. Not the NFL, watching games like that. I was more like playing and being into it. And like I said,
I feel that.
That aggressive out. You know what I mean? That's what I fell in love with. Like letting that with the homies. Like we out here. That camaraderie, teamwork. Getting that being a leader within a team. All that I was learning through the football shit. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to revisit that and revisit how the niceness that I was, it's just cool, man. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
No, I know that feeling. It's especially for like Aries moons and talking about like Jupiter and Aries time. It's like really expanding on who you are as an individual and like showing people like that sparkle what you have,
For sure.
Because it's like it was like around that time. It's like like it was no other like 12-year-old, like 13-year-old really having like a real job out there.
Yeah.
And I had a job at a fucking rock climbing gym, and I was making bread, man. I had money, like I was scamming. Oh, my shit was. I worked as like a belayer, right? So I would like hold the ropes for people and stuff. That was like I did that for like almost like like 7 going on 10 years.
Yeah.
And then like you know, like $8 an hour is like a kid with tips, like that shit's good,
that's
man.
a lot of money, bro. You
Especially-
rich.
Yeah, that's
You
what I'm
rich.
saying. That's what I'm saying. And like I learned real quick, I could like, I don't want to use the word scam, but for lack of a better term, scam the fuck out of like people on like first dates and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. Okay.
Like that was
yeah.
my shit right there.
Yeah.
That was my shit. And like speaking on like not being able to see like a new part of yourself through relationships,
Yeah.
like you know, as an Aries moon, you have like you see relationships for what they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
Like that's
Straight
like a
through.
thing you have. You like you know their emotional state in it. You could see where they're going in it with all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just like sitting down, like talking to these people, and just like really like helping out. Like I mean, now what we would call simps, and just being like, hey man, like they're always like leaning over to you, like what can I do to like impress her, man? And I'm just like, not be a bitch, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I was
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
like shit like that, but then I'll be like, no, I'm playing here. Just do this, this, and this, and then you'll be good, right? And you'll do something. And then it's like the girl leans over to me like she like pretending like she didn't hear nothing when she really did.
Yeah, she's like,
and she's like saying
I
stuff.
gotta get your number type shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, not. I hope not at that age.
Yeah, but
well, no, actually, as an individual at that age, I hope so. But for those in the legality world, I hope not.
yeah,
You
hope
feel
not
what
for
I'm
sure.
saying? You feel what I'm saying?
Indeed.
But yeah, it's just like, you know, you meet a lot of interesting people doing that, and you learn a lot about yourself, like looking at relationships. So it's just like, I met like Egyptian people, I met like people from Australia, I met people from the Czech Republic, I met people like all over the world at like such a young age.
Yeah.
And they were all like, you know, older, and it's just like, you know, me like learning that like Aries moonness in myself. It's like I learned how to be a prick real quick. So it was just not to say that while you're like not while you're saying that to like, you know, make you spit water out.
Nah, yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, we got to show people the scene. I can't believe we haven't done that
Yeah,
yet.
man, let's take a little.
And then I'll put back right there. So yeah, we're gonna show you the scene real quick.
Oh,
But
damn, man, look.
but yeah, no, just like that like spark of like showing people what we have going on and all that stuff. But yeah, here's Katterskills Falls. I don't want to drop my phone, but that's just how it is.
Some shit down there.
A little
you'll see
situation.
it.
I'm not trying to jump off of there. But yeah, this is where we're at. I also did that because I thought we'd get a little better shot if I moved it over a little bit.
In real life,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh man, my leg.
translating in real life.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's much better. Yeah, I know, I couldn't like, you know, anyway, whatever. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, I don't know. So what do you think about what I had to say about that, seeing things from relationships? Like, what have you seen about relationships? Like, I mean, obviously we could go very deep about that in many different directions. Like, you know, like, oh man, like I was talking to my parents and I noticed this, this, and this about their individuality and how they could just get together if they could purely forego their ego.
Yeah.
But it's like you're saying it from a space of ego, so it's like a whole clusterfuck type of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. What have you noticed
Nah,
about
I
that in
know,
like your life and your personal growth?
Shit,
I guess?
I could say from, cause I'm a learner. I'm a learner of from other people's mistakes or just other people in general. You know what I mean? So that could attest to it. But I'm gonna use work as an example. Somebody, you know, people that I work with.
Yeah.
Or people that I have worked with. Kind of seeing the state of, you know, just say conversations that we have, or, you know, conversations that we have, or they may bring up their at-home life, and just me having the awareness that I have, it's kind of like I got the answers for the, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, dude,
Yeah.
you telling me this is a problem, but all you got to do is this and this.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's kind of like that. So,
But then you
just-
also got to respect the like you know how everybody when they like finally like have that problem they're brooding on inside themselves for so long, and then they give it to somebody, and it's just like literally anybody could give you like an answer from a different perspective that may help you.
Yeah.
It's like you also got to like take that into account. You know what I'm saying? But I just like talking about it from the Aries root specifically because in that one-on-one relationship space, you are already in the space of the individuality. So it's just like, it's just like you both like, you know what I'm trying to say? I don't know if I said it properly, but it's just like you as an individual and like already living in that space of ego can purely understand where both of these people are coming from as an individual standpoint. And you may be able to see what could bring them together if they put these two things aside, but you may not be the one to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying with that?
I do. Is that like a question?
I guess I
though?
didn't.
Like that was
Yeah, I
that was
guess I
kind of
didn't,
like
like lead you into a question.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
you know,
It was like an answer hoping for a
Yeah, you
question.
kind
I
of
guess.
damn, my fault.
Yeah, no, you're good. Say what you gotta say. We can talk about something different. We can talk about a different planet. Like here, I guess we'll take a break and touch on that later. But like, what about Mercury retrograde? What do you think about? What was the last time you did when Virgo was direct? That's a small one because you don't know. You don't be thinking about it for that much time. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure, man.
Yeah.
When was the last? You gotta fill me in. When was the last time Virgo was direct?
You're gonna hate me as an astrologer for this, but I have no fucking clue.
Oh man.
I know I'm supposed to know that shit. I'm not supposed to like the history of the planets, but it's just like I got too much going on right now, and I'm looking forward to the future. You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, that's another thing about Aries moons. You know, you can't you just can't look in the past. You just got to move forward.
Move forward.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like these retrograde times, especially is like, oh, we can speak on this because we're doing this during Libra season.
Yeah.
It's very hard to, you know, like let go and like not have that like Aries snap during Libra season. But it's even harder this season because of 6 fucking planets in retrograde.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
6 planets in retrograde. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed, man. Indeed. But I mean, you know, I would like to say I haven't had any too crazy outbreaks. So I feel like I'm weathering the storm a little bit, man. How about you?
Oh, you're doing better than me, man. I've been snapping on people.
Snapping
like
on
left
people.
and right. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I kind of, if anything, I've been, you know, kind of snapping on myself. Just talking about, you know, back to the retrograde shit. Kind of.
I mean, I feel that, but you always kind of do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that's really the only way I could, because again,
Yeah.
man, like I kind of just been playing it cool, like
Yeah.
you know, I haven't really been acting in my Aries mood too much, getting on
I
too
feel
aggressive.
you. I feel
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, but to set the scene for everybody like tuning and viewing in, the most famous Aries moon that you could probably think of right now is Tupac. And
Yeah,
so it's just like, so if you want to imagine what an Aries moon likes and what it's being pushed through as a Gemini, that's what it looks
this
like.
guy.
That's
Yeah.
what it looks like. Yeah, no, but I'd be going a little left with that. I'd be going a little left. I got a different ascendant. I wouldn't know his ascendant, but it's definitely not the same one as
Yeah,
me.
it's not the same for sure. You got a little trigger though.
I got a little extra Mars, and we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Oh man, a little more aggressive with it, but it's okay.
And Pluto in the first house. Oh man.
Yeah, I think my Saturn's in the first house.
But yeah.
My moon.
But yeah, I don't know. Speaking of Saturn, how's Saturn retrograde treating you? Because it happens every year. It's just, you know, it's like a time to like sit back and be like, do you want to continue to build upon what you're building upon? Like that type of energy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I could say, you know, maybe a little bit. That's why I kind of, and again, that's why you know, I feel like we all go through these cycles of participating and then, you know, analyzing what you participated in.
Yeah.
So I kind of say that's the cycle that's a cycle I'm in now. Not too much of
Oh, especially with it being in Aquarius. So it's like you're like looking at it, you know, it's like
Yeah.
how you want to be seen.
for sure.
Yeah.
So again, yeah, that's kind of
Also
like
how you want to express yourself. I think you're touching on more of that part.
Yeah, even both. You know what I'm saying? Even
Yeah.
both. And like I said,
Well,
it's
it is
in my
both,
first
yeah.
house, so it is kind of how I present myself to the world. So I'll say just kind of participating in. Let's bring it to this, like as a practical example, I just dropped Scattermind, right? So,
Yeah.
You know, taking that and then
The most Aquarius freaking star ever.
you know what I'm saying? So
It doesn't
taking-
get more Aquarius than that.
taking that and then kind of, you know, letting the world, you know, putting that out there, putting my work, the fruits that I had out there, you know, or the fruit of the labor out there, and then kind of, you know, experiencing that and then analyzing what I just put out there, what I
Yeah.
got from it, you know, what the who's fucking with me, you know what I mean? What, you know, and all that shit that come with it, type shit. You know?
How has the reception been?
I mean, solid as fuck, man. Like, you know, I'm not gonna say I wasn't, because I don't have no expectations, but I'm not gonna say I didn't have no expectations, but at the same time, I knew it was good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I knew it was.
No, there's no doubt about
was
that.
some
It's just
vibe,
like, you know, how like
No, for
like
sure.
what do you think about it? Like, do you think it's going to be like in terms of like I don't know, after Virgo season I've been so focused on like metrics of everything, so it's just like I don't know which platform is working best for you. Which one?
Oh, I mean, okay, yeah. We can all that too. I mean, on Apple Music, it seems to be doing the best.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I've been.
That's how I've been noticing for Soul Group in general. Like,
Apple Music is the way to go.
yeah, I don't know
Well,
why.
not the way to go, but just kind of what everybody uses. I'm
Oh,
not sure either.
Yeah.
But I mean, I only put that shit out there because I have Apple Music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, if I'm gonna be listening to something, I'm gonna just put, hey, I'm on Apple Music with it. Hey, I'm gonna shoot out the screenshot of me or whatever the case may be. But
Hell yeah.
Apple Music been the top platform, which I
Does Apple
expected.
Music pay
because
like Spotify does, or is it like different?
Spotify is actually the lowest on a chain.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Spotify is
that.
actually on the lowest, and Apple Music, Deezer, Apple Music, and Tidal is I think not the top. Don't quote me. It's not the top 3, but I know they're up in the top. Those are the kind of top ones that's paying. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
no,
saying?
and I
If
mean,
you're
like-
not getting your shit bought, obviously on iTunes or some shit like that. you
Yeah.
know?
And I mean, we can definitely get like more deeper into that now because, you know, a whole section of the YouTube algorithm is how to grow yourself as a musical artist and understand all the business side of it. So
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
that's like, I don't want to say that's like beaten dead into this point, but everybody knows about that shit by now. Everybody
and
knows
I
about the
mean,
music business.
I'm gonna
If
be
you don't know what a
honest.
360 deal is, you're, oh man.
Yeah, no. True, and to be honest, those videos ain't because I have, you know, I got my relationships, my family, my pops and shit like that. You know,
Yeah.
he has a background in music business, so
Oh, really?
So I'm able to see these videos you talking about music, or these IG posts, reels, talking about, yo, this is how you do it and shit like that. Which is why, remember what we was talking about before, how, you know, we was just pitter-pattering back and forth, and I was like, he was like, you should get into kind of teaching that, the mixing shit, or the music.
Oh, yeah, for the Libra season 7 of, like, you know, forced engagement.
Yeah. So it kind of, you know, it's kind of touching back on that. It's kind of, you know, seeing these other music videos and shit like that. I'm kind of like, man, y'all beating, like you said, beating a dead horse, because these ain't even the routes to, you know, these ain't even the routes to go. Like, and the routes that they providing isn't even, I don't know, man. It's just no individuality. It's like that same model of, yo, I gotta do this and do this and do this and do this to get here.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo,
y'all don't even have goals. FN Mecca.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, literally, y'all don't even have, like, you know what I'm saying? It's no direct goal in what y'all doing. So it's like throwing the music business and all them videos and shit. I'm like, man, I'm beating a dead horse. But that's just the shit, you know, that's what has gravitational pull, I guess, today. You know, everybody want to make music. Everybody want to be a rapper.
I guess
you know
so.
What I'm saying? And that's coming from somebody who create music. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But I mean, hey, man, if your dreams can pay the way, who gives a shit?
Yeah, I ain't mad at it at all. I ain't mad at it at all.
Have you ever got into a position where you can, like, ghostwrite for people or something? Because I feel like that might work better for you, honestly, with all this. We're just doing it on the side, you know?
Listen, man, I got, you know, it's so many routes. Actually, well, I'm gonna finish the ghostwriting question.
Yeah.
I could easily get into ghostwriting. If somebody want me to write a verse, that's no problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always writing shit. So if somebody come to me with an idea, like, yo, I got this in mind. You think you could be able to put this, you know? Easy, I can.
Well, I mean, having the potential and having the opportunity is two different things. I was more asking about the opportunity.
No, I haven't came across a ghostwriting opportunity, man.
I don't know.
Not just yet.
So what'd your dad do in the music industry then?
He been making music since I was, like, before I was born, you know what I'm saying? So he had a couple, you know, hit singles in the back of the day and shit like that.
Really?
You know? Yeah, for sure. He had one song, it's called The Heist. That shit, it's like it's big in the UK. It's called you might not have heard it, but it's like an old track. It's called The Heist. Got a nice couple plays on a
like
YouTube
The Heist or The Heights?
The Heist.
Oh, okay.
Like a stick up type shit. Heist.
What's your dad's name?
His name is Villa. Villa Dom.
I mean, was he, like, born in the UK? Like, why's big in the UK?
No. You just, I mean, you know, and what I've realized is the UK respect, you know, certain types of music more than out here.
Right.
So it's just, you know, that's kind of how that worked out.
That's just how it be.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, who gives a shit?
For sure.
Now I know what you mean. Now I think I know what you mean when you said getting paid off your intellectual property.
So, yeah, literally, man.
Yeah.
Like, and for an example, like, just getting into the, you know, like you said, like ghostwriting on the side or some shit like that. It's not. It's so many ways to make money off, you know, Sonic's music. You know what I'm saying? Music. It's so many ways, and one way would be getting paid off of intellectual property.
Yeah.
Is sync licensing. You heard about licensing? It's kind of like so I got a song, right?
Yeah.
Blockchain, for example, and somebody's fucks with, and you know, from this pool of songs that these movies and songwriters is shows and is pulling from.
Yeah.
They looking at, they might be like, oh, this song goes well in this scene. You know what I'm saying? So they might hit me up, yo, boom, we got $50,000 for you to use this song. You know, for the episodes.
Yeah.
And, you know, just to exclusively use the song for the episodes. Okay, yeah, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So just in shit like that, just people, you know, I'm not gonna get into what other people doing, but just shit like that, it's just easy ways, you know, to monetize intellectual, easy under
well, I mean, that's like
ways,
like,
you know.
do you have a way that's a little more niche than that? Like, what's like an unknown way? Because I mean, that's like, you know.
Shit, I would say that's an unknown way, man. Like,
really?
Yeah, I mean, you could ask artists nowadays, like.
That's because, I mean, no offense, but a lot of artists are mad stupid, and they want it like that, you know?
Nah, that's a fact.
So it's just like.
I mean, shit, to be honest, I didn't really think it was, you know, I think that's kind of, I didn't think that was a popular thing, to be honest. Like, that's something that's under the radar. That's under the radar shit.
You know, you have to be popular because that's why it's unpopular, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't have to be popular at all for that.
I know you don't have to be popular, but like commonly in like commercials and stuff is like where I was thinking up with that.
Yeah. No, it's like, it could be like,
or it's like no,
a
TikTok,
Netflix
like,
show or some shit.
Yeah, no, for real.
So
Well, no, I mean
like,
just getting like discovered off of TikTok, I guess that too. That kind of being the way.
Nah, I'm not on no discovery thing. Just as in, you know, you putting your intellectual property out there, and you being able to monetize that from getting your shit put in a show or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like, and not people gonna be like, oh, whose song is this or nothing like that. Not for that, not for the goal of that, but for the goal of this is something from my mind, and I'm gonna get some fucking cheese off it, type shit. You know?
Oh, okay. All right, now I see what you're getting at.
It's kind of not like, oh, yo, my song is in here. Tune into this show. It's like this is silent money. You might be watching some show one day.
Yeah.
And you like, oh shit, this is Millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Just shit like that, and that's it's just a little shock factor in it.
Yeah,
you don't even know I got 25,000 off of that that I'm living off of right now. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So yeah, just that's one way, man.
Hell yeah, man. I don't know. Monetizing shit nowadays gets crazy. You can monetize almost anything.
Anything.
People are freaking they're renting their like
everybody will buy it.
People are that's true. People are renting their backyards to dogs just to like take a poop in like populated areas.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some Philly shit, huh?
Nah, I mean,
I was gonna say, are they doing that in Philly? That's some shit. I don't.
No, it's just a thing I came across recently. Just like scrolling across like YouTube and stuff. I was like, oh, I didn't know they got a site for that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can rent out all type of shit. Everybody's Airbnb and everything.
Renting, I was about to say this renting shit is coming. You know, that's just coming in heavy. Is that renting shit? No owning. Nobody's owning shit. We all want to rent.
Yeah, I don't like that. I need some ownership, man.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
Man, if you got some assets, you don't even know how you're gonna monetize that. That's why people be saying content is king, because you never know when shit's gonna get pushed. Like, yeah, no, literally when we were talking, like the YouTube short I just put out, it wasn't doing anything. It maybe got like 100 views or something. And then like while we were talking, we were having some good conversation. It literally just like, oh, I texted you later. I was like, oh, it got like 1,000 views. There we go.
I seen that. Like, oh my God, you powerful. And what you say, powerful conversations. You know?
Yeah. And it's like, that's what it is. And just like knowing how to utilize energy sometimes is just getting into the right vibes and actually like, you know, mixing up like your earth, air, water, and like and fire like in the proper way, so you can actually direct it towards something.
Indeed, man.
And that's where it gets crazy with this like manifestation stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, manifest destiny or what should we call it?
Yeah, I think that's
manifest
a name.
adventure.
That's a name right there, man.
Manifest adventure. Yeah, no, that's a good one.
That's a name right there.
We gotta check it out. But yeah, I don't know about you, but we could probably take a break, change up the scenery, see what's going on down there.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's
the
do
waterfall shit. Yeah, let's
do
go.
that.
Keep these on.
But yeah, man. So how'd you feel about the hike? What'd you think? Katterskill Falls.
That shit. I mean, it was fun, man. He took me. Hey, we took. You know how they have at the ski resorts? They have like the kitty, the bunny trail. Then they got like the intermediate trail. Then they got like the hard black diamond trail. He took me on the black diamond trail, man. But I enjoyed it. I got that adrenaline pumping, you know.
Fuck yeah, man. That was a good time.
Got some blood boiling.
We're gonna once we close this out and everything, we're gonna walk under the waterfall, see what happens.
Yeah, right.
Not like water, like concrete smack on your head, but like behind it. You can see what's going on behind us. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Get that shit done, man.
But yeah, man. So with this being on like a Jupiter and Aries day, what's the vision you want to expand into from the past?
From the past. Oh, because in retrograde.
Yeah, but you can either remember Chiron's conjuncting Jupiter, so it's like you could look at it like you're writing past mistakes, or you're running into mistakes, which is probably what you don't want to be doing. Yeah.
From past mistakes?
Personally, I want to keep bringing the vision of solar systems to life.
Indeed.
I know I didn't think of it yet back when Jupiter was in Aries, but I'm glad I expanded into this. It's exciting.
Yeah, exactly. And I could say, shit, man, through the conversation, and that's kind of why my mind is always on expanding on the music shit, but just having, conversation we was having on the music industry shit, not the music industry, but the business aspect of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of acting, expanding on that, if you will, you know what I'm saying? And experiencing that shit for, really for what it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and especially with, I don't necessarily want to bring it up if you don't want to, but like with what you told me off camera, it sounds like you're definitely doing that.
Oh, yeah. We going, man.
There's more to it than that blog post. There's more to it, for sure.
Man. A whole bunch more shit, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, exactly. Shit like that, you know? Shit like that.
I fuck with it, man. I fuck with it.
Indeed.
But yeah, no, I guess, whatchamacallit.
I wish I had some astrology questions, man. Like, it's kind of, you the astrologer, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, you got this shit. So I'm trying to conjure my mind up, like, what type of perplexing question could I ask him? Fuck his head up.
Well, that's
fuck the astrologer head up.
Everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, no, I should film the Venus Day and Libra short while I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Actually, I'm gonna be honest.
I'll do it and I'll tease it for this. Yeah, hell yeah.
When I was being honest, like, driving here, I was like, yo, it'd be ill. You do that shit, and I say the colors.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'll say the colors.
Hell yeah, man. But yeah,
You said Venus and Libra.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Venus and Libra day tomorrow.
So what's that, like purple,
It's like pink, gray, and like light blue.
pink, gray, light blue?
Yeah, because remember, it's the exaltation of Saturn.
So that's the
Yeah, no, that's some shit. Not to close this off because we're talking about Jupiter, but remember, Libra is the exaltation of Saturn, which is why those that actually get things done and create structure, create their business relationships, and which is why you look at Libra in your relationships as your support network, and also who you can get to work for you and build things so you don't have to. Because the best way to do it is networking and relationships and actually figuring out a way to give the capital to people who are already experts in it so they can build it for you. So all you have to do is be smart enough to bring the group of people together and create the support network for what you want to create. Saturn and Libra. Keep that in mind about Libras. They may be indecisive in trying to balance the scales, but it's for a reason. But yeah, but to put on an Aries tip, man, the vision I want to expand into before I ran out of space, the vision I want to expand into is my website for astrology finally coming out, solarsystems.org. Literally one stupid minuscule thing that's holding everything up. Once that's done, it's out.
Is this something you could disclose on cam, or you want to tell me?
No, it's not really anything that people would even understand.
Oh,
but I mean, like, not that they wouldn't, but it's minute.
Yeah.
I'll tell you off camera. But
Okay.
yeah, once it's done, it's done. But it might be coming out on the day that the idea for Solar Systems was created, aka its birthday. So it's 3-year solar return. Now I got the website.
There you go, man.
But yeah, that's it. Anyways, let me know who you want me to talk to next, especially in a soul group or where you want to go next and explore, because I can go damn near anywhere.
Peace. Salute.
Ugh.
Yes, sir, man.